Hang on, I'm coming. Hang on. Oh, dear me. Right, there we go. Hello, YouTube, again. Greetings, salutations to you all, and welcome to my latest video here on this little corner of YouTube in the gaming pantry. Pantry because it's small and no food in it. Hello, hello. Anyway, that rather weird start. I hope you are all well. Nice to see you all again if you are returning for more of the same. Please feel free to strap yourself in. For those of you who've not been here before, do hope we can entice and keep you here with the usual stuff that I produce on the channels. There's some pickup videos, some gameplay videos, lots of shout outs and things, and rants and video responses. And you'll have to excuse me because it's bloody warm in here this week. You should film this on a Monday night where we've had this sort of like really warm weather coming in, and I can't open the window because I can't hear myself outside. But they shut the door to keep the noise out in case somebody rings, as they usually do during these videos. I've even got my shorts on this week as well. So if I start sort of sweating profusely and drinking more fluid, I've actually got a cup of coffee and a pint of squash around there. Don't worry, I'm not going to pass out much. If I do pass out, don't worry about it. I'm sure it'll be the most popular video I've done to date. So yes, hello, welcome aboard. For those of you just wondering what on earth this is going on in the background, you can't quite see that for what it is. This is Aladdin on the Mega Drive, which is this week's game of choice. If it actually gets around to sort of doing that, I've had it on loop for about 5 minutes. I'm just trying to find the right angle on it. And I've actually ended up with sort of like my reflecting self in here. Not sure whether that's evil retro bear or good retro bear. Could be one of the both. I really don't want to go there. Not going to do any shout outs this week because I've just been way too busy and I'm way behind on sort of responding to other people's videos, and so if you are used to me leaving you a comment and I haven't done so, please don't think I've stopped subscribing to you. I've just been incredibly busy and I haven't been able to get around all the videos I'd like to have done. And in all honesty, some of my responses have basically been sort of one lines because I just simply haven't had the time to craft proper responses to people. So I've not fallen out with anybody, hope not. So don't worry if I'm not putting the comments in as I would usually do. I am still here, just a bit busy at the moment. Good news, I've got a week off coming up, not this week, not next week, a week after. So hopefully I'll get some more stuff done then, have a bit more time to do it. Also going to redo the game room a little bit, so I've got to work out where everything's got to go first of all. I've also got to record some of my stuff for posterity because it's going to be sort of put not away, but somewhere which is going to be a bit more difficult to get out of it. So I'm going to try and work out what's going to go where, but I need to sort of record some of those footage. I haven't done a game collection video for quite some time now. I've still got NES, I've still got the Mega Drive, the Super Nintendo, the Saturn, the Dreamcast. I think that's all the classic systems. I've got possibly the handhelds as well, because I need to do the old moving the consoles around. You can see I've got the consoles on display as such here. The Duster there, don't worry about that. It's an Atari 2600 there. The Mega Drive is missing because that's where we're on the floor at the moment. Yeah, so I've got a drawer down there which I can sort of take some stuff out of and probably put a couple of consoles in there for display as well. That'll get them all on display then, which would be great. Yes, I'm sort of waffling on a little bit. So yes, no shout outs this week. Also, again, just a quick mention, going to be at the Birmingham Gaming Market on the 6th of July, which is a Saturday. After last week's video I mentioned it, a couple of people have come back to me, which is fantastic to say they're going to be there. Very much looking forward to that. I think it's Dainster and also Stu Tutti UK are going to be there. They're both messaging me to say they're going to be around, so hopefully be nice to meet those guys in person. If you are thinking of going there, I'm going to put another link in just for, again, just for in case you didn't see last week's video for whatever reason, we aren't aware of it. Also, probably at the moment, more likely than not going to Bristol for the gaming market. Again, I've sort of mentioned that a couple of times as well to a couple of people who got back to me. So I'd like to try and get down for that one if I can, because I know there's some people from down there who made their way up to Revival last weekend, and I'd love to have met them, so hopefully there's an opportunity to do that there again. Anyway, enough of that now, because that's all last week's video, and let's move on from there. So, this is going to be a pickups video. Oh, you're surprised. I know. And just so he gets his weekly mention in, because he tends to get a weekly mention every week, Gernaldinho, if you've not seen his last video where he went into a game in Harlow, I think it was, and got an obscenely large number of Xbox 360 games for a ridiculously stupid price, endearing him to everybody, as that swine who lives down south. And I said to him, you do realise now that I'm going to have to go back to game just on the off chance that my particular game are going to have all these games at ridiculously stupid prices, because I don't know if you remember a couple of maybe a month ago, maybe even more than that, I sort of went in the game and stormed straight out again when 3 different people gave me 3 different pricing structures. What Gern said was that everything now was 99p if it was PlayStation 3, Xbox, the Wii, Xbox 360, the Wii and something else, and then the DS and the Wii U stuff was priced at $2.99 or less. Generally speaking, that now was correct in both the game stores I've been in locally to me, so I've got some stuff out of there. And just some other bits and pieces. I said I wasn't going to go in CEX because I'd done all those, and then I realised there's one I hadn't been into. So while I was going to game, I went into that CEX and got some stuff from there. I didn't get around the charity shops as much as I wanted to do, but I did get some stuff from there. But this is mostly sort of CEX game pickups. No cash converter stuff, I don't think. And I'm probably not going to try and go. I'm probably not going to go out next Saturday, which is going to be the 29th. Because I want to sort of try and leave myself, sort of save myself the week after for the Birmingham gaming market. Because you never know what you're going to come across. You could get lucky like Glory Hunter did and get a great big pile of stuff. And, I was quite surprised how cheap some of that stuff was at Revival. So hopefully it'll be exactly the same at Birmingham gaming market. For us gamers on a budget, this is a very important thing to know if you go in advance. Right, anyway, enough musings. Let us get on with some pickups, shall we? Yes, right, good idea. Okay, I'll just be trying to remember where I got all this stuff from now. I think these came out of CEX, and I'm pretty sure there's another game amongst those which I got from CEX, which I can't think of now. So we'll just have to presume I got these 3, and then if I find the other one there, it went into that other. But you're not really interested in it anyway. So let's start off then with original Xbox Battlefield 2, which I thought I'd got. And I have got it, but I've got it on the PlayStation 2, not to the Xbox. Is this the one? Oh yes, this was great. We're all interested in finding out interesting sort of receipts and things, and what people leave in their game boxes. Hopefully, sort of like downloadable codes they never used, but not usually. Anyway, someone appears to have left in here a receipt from Tesco. 5 days before Christmas in 2005, which was 14 years ago, and I was just trying to work out what it was, and I can't quite see because a lot of the writing has faded, but they appear to be done their shopping, so they haven't bought this game in Tesco, they've actually done some shopping and left the shopping list in there. I could see a few things on there. I think there's like cottage pie and a reduced loose bacon. Loose bacon? That doesn't sound great, does it? Loose bacon? What, they're just like in a plastic bag or something, just lying around? Don't know. Sausage and ham something or other. Cocktail sausages. Obviously this is before Christmas, isn't it? They're sort of buying stuff for Christmas. Oh, it does say, yeah, sorry, excuse me. Xbox game, and I can't see how much it cost. Something 97. So this was actually bought from a branch of Tesco's in 1997. My apologies, I didn't think I could see that at the bottom there, but for the power of eyesight, and obviously wear glasses just for decoration, we found out what it is. So yeah, and also for Nath Retro. Look, another one of these, mate. Not used it. Brilliant. Can't use it on the 360, but I'm sure if we plugged our Xboxes in, we'd be able to get online with it. So that's the back of it there. That was, I think, 50p. So I was quite surprised at that, because I thought I'd got it. But I hadn't. So joy of joys, an original Xbox game. A couple of games to the Wii, which is always nice to find. Rock Band Song Pack 1, which I hadn't got. And the good news is now I have about 6 microphones for the Wii. You can actually use it. I don't know if you've ever tried to play Rock Band itself. on the Wii without the use of a microphone, because it won't let you play it. All the guitars you want, it will not let you play it unless you've got a microphone plugged into the USB connection. And it's got some really songs. I'm just sort of going through these here, and I'm sort of thinking there's 20 songs. You don't need the original Rock Band to play this with. So why I haven't picked it before, I don't know. But Boston's More Than the Feeling, Blink 182, All the Small Things, Oasis, Live Forever, and Weezer's Buddy Holly. Those are the only ones I've heard on here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but 4 out of 20 is not great. Perhaps there's some songs on there that I shall actually end up going, this is fantastic. I never realised this was such a good song. But yeah, but 50p, can't go wrong with that. Yes, there we go. Smurfs Dance Party, which is one for people who love Smurfs and dancing. Not at the same time, maybe. I don't know. This was £1. I think I've seen it before, about £3.50 beforehand. Why did I buy it? I don't know. Some fascinating things here. It's time to party and dance with the Smurfs. Picked from 24 famous songs. Now, of these 24 famous songs, the ones which I think are the famous ones are Walk This Way, I Want to Dance With Somebody, and Blame It on the Boogie. One of the Boys, A Year Without Rain, Like Whoa, Boom Shakalak, Higher, Barbara Streisand, Just the Way You Are, and Walking on the Sunshine. And then there appear to be a further 12 songs which have no connection whatsoever with the previous ones, other than they've either got the word Smurf in the title or they're from the Smurfs film. I've not dared load it up yet. I've got no idea what it is. Yeah. I don't know. Wasn't there a sequel? Didn't they do a Smurfs Party Dance Party 2? Or was it the Smurf 2 game? I can't remember. I don't want to know. If you know about it, don't tell me. I really couldn't care less. I've got a dancing game with the Smurfs in it. You know, people like me like dancing games. That's fine. That'll do me. I think all this lot did not all come from one CX. I'm pretty sure, actually. Now I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw this game in there as well, because I'm pretty sure this was the one I also got from that branch of CEX, and this is a PlayStation 2 game called Grand Tour Racing 400, which I didn't know because they got their usual CEX label across the front of it. There's actually a game label on there as well. There we go. It's actually got the old Midas Entertainment, which is always the seal of quality is not the word. Seal of something. It doesn't look that bad, but I've seen a video of it, and the car design is pretty ropey. The effects are pretty ropey. I mean, it's designed it must be a cheap racer, so. But I like racing games. Don't have to necessarily be good. Oh, it's on the back as well. They're bloody hell. These horrible game labels get everywhere, don't they? Why they keep putting them on? Just amuse yourselves a second while I take this off. There we go. Lovely. Oh, it's only doing it in 3 years' time when I get it out to play it. Yeah, so that was 50p. It's alright, isn't it? Right, so next branch of CEX I went into. I think it was CEX. Yes, it was. CEX. PlayStation 3, Call of Duty Ghosts, which I've got on the 360, but not on the PlayStation 3. Fascinating manual there, which actually tells you as soon as you open it up. Accessing the in-game manual, and there's also what we got here, season pass promotion, and also the ability to download the game for the PlayStation 4. Don't know why. You've got the PlayStation 3 version. Tell you what, Sony, make everything backwards compatible, so you don't need to do that. Oh, sorry, you won't make any money off it. Yeah, so that's the back of it there, as my other half pointed out. Oh, Call of Duty appears to have gone into space. And there's going to be a spaceman on that. So, I don't know what this is. I guess it's going to be some sort of like SAS type thing, because it's got ghosts on the front of it. I don't know. I wasn't in the SAS, honestly. This one's a bit of a cheat, because you may remember from my last video or the video before when I bought Dead or Alive 3 for the original Xbox. This is very much exactly the same thing. That was to replace a classics collection. I don't have many classics versions in my Xbox collection, my original, and I've got one less now because this is the Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay, which I think years and years and years ago Mrs. B played, and she absolutely thought it was brilliant. But I think she just likes Vin Diesel. She'll happily watch anything with Mr. Diesel in it. So that was a quid from CEX. That'll just replace the one I've got over there. All good. Manual count so far is high. Next up, Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX 2, which costs 75p, I think. More interesting the fact that there's going to be a Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX, but a quick search of RetroCollect shows that this is the only game that came out for the PlayStation 2, so I'm probably guessing there's maybe a game on the original PlayStation for this. Again, inside it's nice and clean. Not some good copies this way, I've got to be honest. I picked this up because it was a good copy of the game. And 10 world vert titles, one epic road trip. Road trip across America with 10-time world vert champion Matt Hoffman and 10 other top pro riders whose surnames are Alcantara, Escamilla, Kimbrough, Kowalski, Nastasio, Robinson, Smith, Tabron, Thorne and Wessel, although that could be Weasel, I'm not entirely sure. I'm guessing it's Wessel. Also Cuthbert, Dibble and Grubb, possibly unlockable characters. Yeah, so 75p. I haven't got many BMX games, and BMX is something I've never been into because I can't ride a bike and I have no intention of riding a bike. Next up, or a skateboard. Next up, you have to go back a couple of videos for that one if you don't know what I'm talking about. Because it's summer, and one thing we like to do during the summer is party and sing, possibly all at the same time. So if you're a fan of singing, summer and parties, this is the game for you. The SingStar Summer Party, which now takes my collection of original PlayStation 2 SingStar games to 9. Yeah, it's good though, isn't it? 9. And there's some, actually, I've got to be honest with you, the track list, you can't see from there probably, but the track list on this is really good. Well, I think it's really good anyway. Blur, Girls and Boys. Okay, Chesney Hawk's The One and Only. Well, everybody loves that song. David Bowie, Let's Dance. Dinah Ross on Coming Out. Dirty Pretty Things, Bang Bang You're Dead. Dodgy, Good Enough. Elton John, I'm Still Standing. 5-Star System Addict. Kaiser Chiefs, I Predict a Riot. Lou Bega, Mambo No. 5, Madness's House of Fun, Mel and Kim's Respectable, Peter Andre's Mysterious Girl, Pulp's Disco 2000, Rihanna's Umbrella, Texas Summer Sun, Wham! Club Tropicana, and Yaz The Only Way Is Up. That's not a bad listing really. Some of the songs I've not heard on there before, but I don't know. You don't sing those, do you? Or do you? I don't know. A couple of 360 games as well from this CX. This was 50p. I know what you're going to say. It's a sports game. I'm going to say this is the Bigs 2 Baseball because it was 50p. And again, this is a short-lived series. I mean, if I'm buying Madden and FIFA and Tiger Woods all the bloody time, then yeah, you can understand it. But I don't buy baseball games very often. You don't normally see them, to be fair. I've got this on the Wii. Got the 2 games on the Wii. That was 50p. It was a nice condition copy, so I'm happy with that. And also for a quid, not a great looking copy, but I've got to be honest with you, I've not seen this one before or heard of it. And I was also attracted to the name at the front of the bottom corner. Arcade legend Namco, and this is a game called Inversion, which I've got to be honest with you, even Mrs. B was going, this looks quite good, this does. She was, that sounds quite interesting. And it's Turn the World Upside Down. So you've seen that film with Leonardo DiCaprio in it, Inception? There we go, I remembered it. In the near future, the tranquil peace enjoyed by mankind shatters with an unforeseen invasion by an unknown enemy, the Lutador. Armed to the teeth with futuristic gravity-controlling weapons, the Lutador easily overrun the world defences. Embark on a journey through the war-ravaged, gravity-twisted streets on your own or with others in either co-op or the unique online multiplayer modes. It looks rather fun actually. If you like sort of blowing things up and killing things, it's sort of right up your street. That was a quid. I did actually put a couple of games back and I thought, you know what, this looks to me like the best option. So hopefully it'll be rather good. And it's sort of turned on its side. Then you can do that, and it looks exciting. Yeah, invertible covers, fantastic. Now I've got a couple of charity shop pickups here because I haven't been to many charity shops. The ones I did go to, there wasn't an awful lot in there. In fact, there was very little in there, and what they had got, I had got. So it's always nice to come across something. There's a little charity shop which opened up in one of the towns near me. It's really exciting when a new charity shop's open. I've heard there's a new one opened not far from here as well, in another town I go to, which I'm really excited about going to, because it's sad, isn't it? Yeah, they've actually opened up 3 brand new charity shops in that town in the last 3 or 4 months, which either means the town's on the skid, or people just love charity shops. So we'll have to see that. And I did get that. If you've seen the video, I got an American Wii game out there for a quid. Step to it, I think it's called. It's called something else over here. But yeah. So these are all 360 titles, and they were all priced at £1.50, which is a bit more than I like to spend on charity shops. But I'd gone around everywhere else. This sort of like is the last stuff I picked up. There's still something else I'm going to show you. And I had like £4.75 left, so this cost me £4.50. 3 games for £1.50. The guy nearly charged me £3, and I had to say, look, you've only charged me for the 2 games here. You've got to be honest about it. It's for charity, isn't it? And this was helping homeless teenagers. It was so fine. So, a couple of games here which I've been actually after some time. First one is the Gunstringer, which I've had a look at online. This looks a strange sort of game, to be honest with you. It is Kinect though, and I do like the old Kinect. It's also got a Fruit Ninja Kinect downloadable code as well, which is lovely. If that still works, I don't know. But yeah, again, all 3 of these, there's about 8 or 9 360 games in this one charity shop, but these were the best 3. The 3 I probably would have picked up and wanted. But yeah, it's really nice looking copy. Discs are absolutely immaculate. Disc is absolutely immaculate, and it's sort of like it's just like a Wild West game. Looks really interesting. Check a video out online. It's quite fun, that one. So that was £1.50. Another Kinect game as well, which is Dance Central 3. I've already got the first one. So this is just a card which tells you how you can download all these other tracks for just 400 Xbox Live points. But yeah, really, again, nice clean disc as well. It's a beautiful copy. Absolutely cracking. No cracks in it, ironically. And a list of a number of titles which you're not going to be able to read there, but not many I would sort of go, ones I recognise: 50 Cent's In the Club, Alice DJ, Better Off Alone, Backstreet Boys, Everybody, Black Eyed Peas, Boom Boom Pow, Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive, Heavy D and the Boys, Now That We Found Love. What is the purpose of that song being on here? Does anybody remember that? Smash Hits 91, I think it was. Possibly somewhere on side 2, tape 2, side 1, possibly. I can't remember. It's been ages since I listened to that. I'm going on, aren't I? Yeah. Katy Perry, Firework, LMFAO, Sexy and I Know It, Los Del Rio, Macarena, Maroon 5 featuring Christina Aguilera, Move Like Jagger, New Kids on the Block, You've Got It. People, Vanilla Ice, Ice Baby, and Vicky Sue Robinson, Turn the Beat Around. I do like that. And Village People's YMCA to finish off with. So yeah, I mean, that's not bad. £1.50, fairly decent value. And then finally a game which a little bit of history. I'll tell you about it in a second. And this is Viva Pinata. Now, when I was looking to buy a 360 or PlayStation 3, this was one of the games that came with a 360. We eventually bought the PlayStation 3. But again, very good looking copy. Manual's a little bit dog-eared. And there's the back cover. Also interesting that I got this from a charity shop for homeless teenagers. There appear to be some knife marks going up and down the side of this here. I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. There, the grooves there, and also there at the top as well. So whether some that'll go at this, I don't know. But yeah, so I think that goes for about £4.50 in CX. In fact, I think all those games there, just having scanned through it on Saturday, that's pay £1.50 for that. That's exactly what CX set for. I know because I've been looking at it. I think they charge £3 for that one and £4.50 for that one. So I think it's like, if I went to see X, £9 worth of games for £4.50, it's not bad, is it really? And they're all meant to be, I think they're meant to be pretty good. I don't know, you tell me. And then finally, yes, you remember at the very, very start of the video, a couple of hours ago, I mentioned that I went to Game. And yes, I did go into Game, and they didn't have very much. What they had left was basically the stuff that nobody wanted, even me. And let's be honest with you, that's pretty bad, isn't it? Because I will buy anything. Bizarrely, they put everything at 99p, including all the sports games, which then now, as I said before in this other video, have sort of doubled their prices on all the cheap stuff. You know, you can go to CEX and buy FIFA games for 50p. You can go to some charity shop and buy them for 20p. But Game have put them all FIFA, the Madden, all back up to 99p, which is... and there weren't any of the Pro Evolution Soccer, and there weren't any of the recent release ones either. So, as Gern said in his video, the later release sports titles, which are becoming scarcer for a machine at the end of the life, tend to sort of hold quite a lot of value. So those are the ones to sort of pick up and collect, where the ones that were sort of released years and years ago have no value in them. And there's nothing like that there at all. And I went in two branches of the Game, and they got more games with no covers. If you want to go up there and get loads of games, and if you click, you just collect the discs, you don't bother having manuals or front covers or anything like that, then they probably have quite a lot of stuff that you could pick up. But way that sort of like outnumbered the rest of stock, sort of like 8-1. And some of the copies were really knackered. And I don't know whether it is my particular branch of the Game that do this, or whether it's across the board. But when I took all these boxes to the counter, I didn't get back again what I'd given them. I got back, they sort of went to a drawer, opened the drawer, and all the games were in there, and they sort of pulled one out and pulled one out, pulled one out, and then threw the boxes I gave them in this sort of tray down there. Excuse me a second. And for some reason that was it, and then I just got given what they had. So I don't know, had those boxes got manuals in them, because if they had, I've lost them. Man drinks coffee on internet. Good grief. Good coffee as well. Good coffee as well. Don't try and talk at the same time and breathe and drink coffee, because it doesn't work usually. Jeez, it's warm in here. Oh, right. Start again. Where were we? Yes, games. So, I'm not overly happy with these, but I'm rather happy with one of them. Having done my research when I've gone home, there's probably, I think I paid 99p for all these. I think if there's a resale value in CX at the moment, they'd probably be selling for between £10 to £13 for the 5. So it's not bad. Obviously nothing like what Gern's done. If you see his video, you'll see exactly what he's done. There was nothing like that in my games at all. They'd all gone. So, but no Wii U stuff. The only Wii U stuff they had was Legend of K, which I think has got like some sort of tiger on the front of it. If you want a copy of that, there's about 25 up this way. They got no other Wii U titles at all, and no Wii games either. And the PlayStation 3 stuff was just the really sort of, I think it was basically the release titles that came out for it, and some sports games, and that was it either. So very little here. But anyway, I've got these games on the 360. I've got no idea if they're any good either, because I just picked them up because I hadn't got them. So first up is Darksiders 2. There must be a Darksiders 1, I'm guessing. And this one appears to be missing its manual, which I'm guessing is probably somewhere in Barcelona. So yeah, I don't know if this is any good or not. Please tell me if it's any good. I don't know. It looks interesting. It's one of those sort of like, it tells me it kicks ass, according to Planet Xbox 360, and an awesome take on the apocalypse, IGN. So it must be good. Battle the forces of heaven and hell and beyond, in an epic world unlike anything you've seen before, set just outside Doncaster. No, it doesn't say that. Yeah, so that was 99p. Next up is, I thought this was a bit more valuable. I've heard of this game, I've seen it a few times, I quite like the look of it. This is Murdered Soul Suspect. This one is also missing its manual, possibly eaten by a Siberian hamster. and that's the back of it there. I like the look of it, and then I sort of read the back cover and I got sort of like, oh, the hardest murder to solve is your own, and it says Roland O'Connor, a detective with the Salem Police. And I'm immediately sort of thinking, oh, it's going to be one of these sort of like supernatural things rather than sort of an LA noir type game. I don't know, it could be good. I look forward to playing it. It cost me 99p. I think CEX sell this for 150. I think it's been up about £3 before now, but they've all fallen over. Lovely. No special effects there. This game I also thought was going to be a bit more valuable than it actually was, but it wasn't. And this is Don Bradman Cricket 14. Yes, I know it's another sports game, but I like cricket. There's a hole in the box, just so there you can see. But I like cricket games. I've not played this one before. As you can see, the box is broken, and there's no manual in this one either because the Whitnit didn't put one in. Which is really strange. If you like cricket, it's great. But what's really attracted me to this game is the fact there's a career mode. I used to love playing Brian Lara. A couple of you will know I was a big Brian Lara fan when it came out on the Mega Drive, which was an update of the old Graham Gooch's Audiogenic game on the Amiga, which then was an extension of the old Graham Gooch's Audiogenic game on the Commodore 64. And then when Brian Lara then moved to the PlayStation, when I got that when it first came out, just amazing, just absolutely amazing. And then even the games on the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox original were good ones as well, so I quite enjoyed those. I've even played Ashes Cricket on the Wii, which came out in 2009, and I think it's better than people make it out to be. I really just want to see what it was. This was £1. I thought it was actually worth a bit more than it was, but again, it's worth about the same. So there we go. What have we got next? Oh yeah. So this one I think goes for 350 in CX, which is Thief, and they've got loads of copies up there. Honestly, they've got about 20 copies of this as well. So if you fancy a copy of this, let me know. I'll go and get you one. It does say free extra mission included. However, somebody got very excited on their birthday when they got an umbrella for it and appeared to move out of the manual out of this as well, and also the extra download code, which it says on the back. Download card inside, so that's long gone, which is a bit of a shame. Again, I've seen this game before and I think, oh, this looks quite good, and then I've sort of read the back and it says Garrett, the master thief, steps from the shadows into the city, a treacherous place ruled by a tyrannical baron and his brutal watch. So I don't know, but it says a triumphant return, game reactor, and Thief does a marvellous job of making players feel like a real thief. Interesting. Yeah, so that was 99p as well. And then probably, well, actually what is the pick up the weekend, no doubt about it. I picked up a copy of this game. I said, hand it over, they went and come back, and then they brought this sort of, the games back to the counter, and I couldn't quite believe what I'd seen. And it's a steelbook. And this is, I'll show you that. This wasn't what was on the shelf. On the shelf was a green copy box of this game, which is Middle Earth: Shadows of Mordor. So they gave me the steelbook, so I couldn't really complain about that, could I? I mean, it's not. I don't know whether there's a slipcase to it. I don't know if it's quite an embossed cover. You can probably see that there. It sort of sticks up a little bit. It's got a little bit of scratching there, but generally speaking, it's in pretty bloody good nick. This, and it was £1. It was £1. They didn't charge me an extra for it. Unfortunately, some Spaniard has taken the manual out of it again. So disappointed there's no manual with it, but both the discs are there. I presume they're in good condition because I haven't bothered to check them, and I'm not going to press that because it looks like it sticks. So, but that's really nice on the inside there. I love how that looks. And it was great, so I really couldn't complain. I suppose really from that point of view there, me and Game can now have a amicable divorce, because in all truthfulness, once this last generation sale finishes, there's going to be very little reason for me to go back into there. Not that I don't play current gen games, but I just, you know, the ones I've got I don't play. Most of this stuff I sort of collect. So I've not really got a lot of interest in the current generation stuff. I've got current generation games, I just haven't played much of them. And it's very unlikely that there's going to be anything that's going to sort of drag me into it. So this now means that me and Game can sort of park amicably, as opposed to sort of like a few weeks ago when I sort of stormed out there thinking this place is a complete shower. But yeah, so that was 99p, taking all those 18 games to just over £17 spent. So again, about £1 a game, which is great to fall into. Some decent titles there, and some Smurfs. So there you go, and that's it for this week. There we go. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, do feel free to... I was wondering where my thing is. Oh, there it is there. Do feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and tick that bell for further video notifications. If you enjoy that, I hope that we'll attract you back here very, very soon. But once again, thank you very much indeed for watching. All the very best to you out there. Take care, and bye for now.